What if I told you that the fastest basketball player alive wasn't in the NBA or even in college? He's only 19 and he's already getting everyone excited around the world. He has such a quick first move that people who watch players for teams are calling him the next Aaron Fox. Yes, you just saw that all the way to the goal. Meet Nolan Trayer, the super fast guard from France, who just might be the most explosive teenager we've ever seen. This isn't just excitement, this is the future. He's basically like Dash from the Incredibles movie. At just 19 years old, this 6'4" French amazing player is being called possibly the fastest basketball player alive. People who watch players are saying his speed is like a super fast car, 0 to lightning in one heartbeat. He doesn't just run fast, he plays fast too. And when he speeds up, the camera person can barely follow him. Some people who study players are already calling him the next Aaron Fox, but with his own French style. Others have said his quick moves are like Ja Morant, and his change of speed is like a young Tony Parker. One pro coach even said he changes direction like we saw from Tony 25 years ago. Even his teammates can't believe it. One of them, who used to play in the NBA, said that Trayer's court speed and smart choices reminded him of playing next to Russell Westbrook, and that's not a name you say without thinking. Even though he's still a teenager, Trayer has already been amazing at the biggest youth games in world basketball. In the Adidas Next Generation tournament, he scored a record-breaking 45 points in one game against Barcelona. He did this when he was 17. That's not just being good, that's taking over. He's working in the corner again. The drive down the right, though, that's the EuroLeague legends. There's been a defense-heavy second period. He was the youngest player to score 25 points in France's top league. After signing with St. Quentin, the LMB Elite, Trayer scored 25 points in just his second pro game. That made him the youngest to ever do that in league history. And he didn't do it when the game didn't matter. He led the team to win. He also was a star at the Nike Hoop Summit, playing against the best American young players. Trayer lit up the Hoop Summit for 18 points and 4 assists. That was against names like Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, and Ace Bailey, guys with lots of excitement around them. Trayer didn't just fit in, he stood out. Finally, he set a Champions League scoring record. In his European first game, he scored 27 points and 5 assists without losing the ball once. That's a new record for a player under 21 in the Basketball Champions League. Good at scoring, explosive, and calm when things get tough. What helps Trayer stand out against really good competition is his natural speed and quick starts. He's easily a step ahead of everyone on the court and uses his gifts in the most powerful way possible. He is a proven gap killer. Now, what do I mean by that? Nolan Trayer's gap-killing ability is one of the most exciting parts of his game, and it's where several of his amazing skills come together. Basically, this skill shows his special sense of where he is on the floor, where defenders are, and more importantly, where the open spaces are. But it's not just about speed. It's about timing, angles, and feel. The way he reads quick mistakes in defensive positioning and naturally knows when and how to attack is something you simply can't teach. It's a rare mix of basketball smarts and natural feel for the game. He puts together his super fast first step with tight, tricky ball handling to explode through the opening, forcing defenses to come together and scramble. From there, Trayer becomes a double threat. He can score at the rim with skill and athletic ability, pass it to a big player who's cutting into the dunker spot, or hit shooters in the corners with perfect passes. That single skill, seeing and attacking gaps, is like a pressure release. For his team's offense, opening up everything from rim pressure to ball movement. It is one of the greatest abilities a guard can have, the ability to make defenses collapse and mess up the other team, even though scouts are a little disappointed. By his stats in the top French league, this kid has the X factor. He is being severely underrated, and you should expect him to be a lottery pick. Now, sure, the speed is jaw-dropping. But what really makes Trayer scary is he plays smart. He's got basketball smarts way beyond his years. He knows when to speed up the game, when to pass, and when to hit the gas and just explode to the rim. In one European tournament, he led all players in assists, averaging over 9 a game. That tells you he's not just a scorer. He is a floor general, a lead guard who can control the speed and make everyone around him better. On defense, he's no slouch either. With a 6 feet 6 inches wingspan and great anticipation, he messes up passing lanes and contests everything. He's a two-way problem. Look, he may not be getting as much attention as some of these top young players, but believe me when I say the basketball world is buzzing about this kid. NBA scouts are flying out to France just to see him play. And now, he's expected to be a lottery pick in the 2025 NBA draft. He's expected to go in the top 10 this year. And one person who studies players called him arguably the top prospect playing overseas this season. And another said he's the fastest player in the draft class. Hands down, he's already being put in the same conversations as this year's top rookies, but he's probably far less talked about than he should be. And you know what? Nolan's story is just as incredible as his skill set. He grew up in Créteil, a suburb of Paris, and developed at INSEP, the same sports school that produced NBA stars like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw. It's basically France's version of a basketball Hogwarts. By 15, he was already dominating national competitions. By 16, he was lighting up international tournaments. And at 19, well, he's already one of the most exciting players in all of Europe. Instead of going the US college route, he signed a pro contract in France, choosing to develop against grown men in one of the best leagues outside the NBA, the same league that has produced some of the most promising talent in the recent decade. Players like Wembanyama and Coulibaly. That's a smart, mature move, and it's working. He's got areas to grow. His three-point shot is still a little bit streaky, but let's be real. He's 19. And those are things that come with time. What you can't teach is speed or fearlessness or that special X factor. Trayer has that thing that makes fans get out of their seats. He's already dominating pro games, putting on highlight reels, and making veteran defenders look slow. Coaches call him unguardable. In transition because no one can stay in front of him. And Nolan himself, he's humble, soft-spoken, and hungry. In his own words, I just want to be the best version of myself every game. France might have just created the fastest basketball player we've ever seen. And the scariest part? He could get faster. If you like keeping up with basketball's young stars, then you'll love what we have in store for you. Join us next time as we look at another up-and-coming NBA wonder kid.